you ready?
Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, and Scott Robbins.
We just become best friends. Yep.
Making sense of it all.
Now I get it.
And having some fun.
Lighten up, Francis.
This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
All right. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins.
Yep.
Democrats defending crime. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it
It
is.
truly is remarkable. I mean, seriously, I look at these, they're defending the indefensible. They're doing it every single day, and they think they're helping themselves?
But crime's at a 30-year low in D.C.
Right. Then you actually talk to people who live in D.C. and not talking about, the people who live in, gated communities or really nice condo areas, but, people, working class people.
Yes.
And they're like, we have carjackings all the time. We just had a carjacking last night.
Not only that, somebody fudged the numbers, so you really can't count on the 30-year low.
Yeah.
The numbers are seriously fudged, yes. Because you got 12-year-olds committing crimes and 13-year-olds and what have you. Yeah.
Yes.
And it's misdemeanor, and, it's not violent crime. And the whole thing's a mess.
And I take it the polling is showing this.
Well, yeah, so Democrats, they've been freaking out about Trump's attempt to crack down on crime in D.C., and the polling shows they've fallen into yet another one of these traps where it's like another 80-20 issue, and they're taking the 20 side.
I just don't get it.
CNN's Harry Enton had the report.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I think this sort of gives the game away here because Donald Trump is like Air Jordan towering over Joe Biden when it comes to their handling of crime. Look, in 2024, look at where Biden's net approval was on crime. Way underwater there at minus 26 points. It was one of Biden's worst issues. Granted, pretty much every issue was one of Biden's worst issues. And again, look at where Donald Trump is. Way, way, way above Joe Biden. What is that? That's 27 points. So Americans vastly prefer Donald Trump's approach to crime than they did to Joe Biden's. And again, I think it gets back to the point that Americans are far more hawkish on crime than a lot of Democrats want to admit.
They wanted to defend the police or defund the police.
Yeah, defund the police.
Yeah.
5 years ago. And then they realized, well, I guess we can't do that anymore. Men competing in women's sports. I mean, dude, the list just goes on and on.
Open borders.
Mm-hmm.
Abortion on demand.
Yes.
Up to 9 months. I mean, gender-affirming care for minors. No voter ID requirements. It's like issue after issue after issue.
Mm-hmm.
And it's amazing. I'm convinced if Trump had the power to cure diseases, and he cured cancer, the Dems would scream and yell saying, well, heart disease affects more black and brown people,
Right.
and that's why you wanted to cure cancer first, because it kills more white people.
Well,
Right.
what
There'd
about
be some crazy nonsense like that.
Oh, yeah.
what about diabetes? Where is he on
Exactly.
that?
Gee whiz.
Yeah, and if more people die, then we won't have them to fill those jobs that no one wants to do.
Yeah. Speaking of diabetes, J.B. Pritzker is in Illinois at a Democratic Forum. I don't know if you heard any of that.
Right in there,
To the
dude.
pundits and the critics about what direction the National Democratic Party needs to go, I say take a look at Illinois Democrats.
Are you kidding me?
I knew you'd love that.
Are you
Yeah.
kidding me?
Yes, winning elections is partly about messaging and strategy, but it's mostly about values and delivering on them. And our values are exactly where they ought to be. So it's time to stop apologizing when we're not wrong.
Dude, without Chicago, you wouldn't
My
win anything.
God, man.
No.
Wow. I'm stunned at that. Look at Illinois. Hey, national guys, look at Illinois.
Look how many people are fleeing the state.
What's wrong with you?
And
you
have
dope?
been.
They're going to look at Illinois if you keep this up. Yeah, and you're really in trouble.
Wow.
Yeah, highest income tax rate in the nation.
Yes. That's saying something.
That is saying something.
Yeah.
Again, if you want to, mutilated gender switch.
You can't even say it.
Yeah,
You can,
right.
I
Sickening,
can't. I
yes.
get so upset. You can do it in Illinois. You can do it in Illinois. You can absolutely do it in Illinois. As a matter of fact, it's applauded
Yes.
if you do it in Illinois, because gender-affirming care is what JB stands for.
Yep.
What a load that guy is.
Well, let's go over to
I think
Philly.
he's taken the far left thing as far as you can go without venturing into like complete nut job land. And that's he knows nobody else could take that position. He'll take it and just hope for the best, I guess.
Yeah, that's what a lot of Democrats do when they know they're not going to get upset, because it rarely happens.
By the way, I call him Governor Gravy because of his largesse. I do. And I was on with our friends in Texas this morning in Dallas, and I said Governor Gravy, and they both went, Governor Gravy? I said, yeah, when he sweats, gravy comes out of his pores.
Yeah.
So if you're new to the show, that's why I call him Governor
Yes.
Yes. Going over to Philadelphia, the DA there, Larry Krasner, that's been a disaster if you're familiar with that area.
Oh, yeah. That again, another soft on crime, left-wing lunatic.
Yes. He's saying this D.C. thing, well.
President Trump doesn't like public safety. He's a convicted criminal himself. There is no indication that this man is in favor of law-abiding behavior or public safety, but he is in favor of power. He is in favor of fascism. He is in favor of ending democracy. And what he's trying to do here is not normal.
It's something, man.
That guy should be forced to resign today.
Yes.
And he should be.
Okay.
That's a DA.
I just want to throw this clip in there for these guys. Anthony Coley is the Justice and Legal Affairs Analyst on MSNBC. Okay?
Yeah.
This is what he had to say.
I live in Washington. This is personal for me. Many people are frustrated with crime that we see, particularly committed by juveniles in the city of Washington. People are frustrated, Willie, that when they go to CVS to buy deodorant, that they have to get it from behind locked plexiglass.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. I suppose what the left is going to say, that's the new blackface of white supremacy?
I suppose so.
Is there some connection to James Earl Jones there?
He's got good pipes.
That dude's pipes are unbelievable. Yeah.
Yeah.
When he says it, you believe it.
Yeah. You know what Trump thinks this is about as far as Democrats? It's a golf term. I think you know
They've
it.
got the yips. You know, in golf, they say the yips. The Democrats are afraid to do anything because they don't want to be criticized. But fighting crime is a good thing. We have to explain. We're going to fight crime. That's a good thing. Already they're saying, he's a dictator. The place is going to hell, and we've got to stop it. So instead of saying he's a dictator, they should say, we're going to join him and make Washington safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that...
Boy, and the freakouts on, too, about the whole Trump Kennedy Center honors.
Oh, yeah.
When he made that announcement yesterday.
Dude, well, it's crazy.
What part's crazy?
Well, the fact that he's going to step up and host it.
Yes, he announced yesterday George Strait, Michael Crawford, Broadway star, Sylvester Stallone, Gloria Gaynor, and he said one of the greatest rock bands of all time, Gene Simmons, Paul Stanley, Ace Frehley, and Peter Criss, Kiss. I was just laughing. We were watching this. It was just hilarious yesterday.
Mind
to see
blown.
Just imagine,
Yes.
childhood Scott Robbins finding out that someday, he's packing up his Kiss-branded lunchbox, finding out that someday the President of the United States will go out of his way to honor Kiss.
Kiss.
Yes. You didn't have the lunchbox, did you?
No, but I had stickers and
I had the
posters. Yeah, I was past the lunchbox
I know.
phase by then.
Yeah, I know.
Good for you.
But you always told this story that you wrote a letter to Kiss in,
I
what,
did.
1975?
I wrote a letter to, I believe it was Paul Stanley.
Yeah.
Dear Paul,
Your friend, Scott. I love you guys.
I love your records, man. You're the best. I would enjoy some pictures of you guys. I got them in the mail. I got this real thick envelope.
It's crazy.
There was glossies in there.
Yeah.
There was stickers. There was a letter that Paul, it was auto pen, but hey.
Yeah, right.
It was still from Paul thanking me for being a big Kiss fan.
Yeah, it's wild.
And hopefully we'll see you on the road. Yes!
So as Kiss will be honored, the Kennedy Center, yes, Trump is going to be hosting.
Is this really going to happen?
I'll play you the clip.
Sounds
We
like it,
talked about
yeah.
this
All right.
yesterday, and this is funny to me.
I've been asked to host. I said, I'm the President of the United States. Are you fools asking me to do that? Sir, you'll get much higher ratings. I said, I don't care. I'm President of the United States. I won't do it. They said, please. And then Susie Wells said to me, sir, I'd like you to host. I said, okay, Susie, I'll do it. That's the power she's got.
Yeah, right.
Hater of women, Donald Trump.
Yes. Very much so.
Yes.
Hates a strong woman.
Right. Hates
it.
him.
Except when she says, sorry, I'd like you to do it. Okay. Anything for you, Susie. You better believe
I can't believe this is really going to happen.
It's going to happen.
I hope
It's gonna drive
it
people
does.
crazy.
But they'll lose their mind.
Oh, you better believe it. Yes. Man, there's a lot to get to today. I don't know if you heard what's going on. Fairfax County, Virginia, the investigation that started as far as teen abortions. Holy smokes. And the 5 stories we're watching today. Straight ahead.
Progressive presents Employee of the Month. Small Business Edition. Today's recipient from Lucky Larry's Landscaping, Larry! Larry saved his business money with a quick commercial auto quote from Progressive. Does it help he's his own marketing manager, accountant, executive assistant, and never been late? Technically, yes, but saving really put him over the edge. So, Larry, give Larry a round of applause. Be your own Larry. See if you could save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Now there's a new way to take charge of your blood sugar. Introducing New Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula from the makers of the nation's best-selling garlic supplement. New Garlic helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels with clinically supported levels of garlic, plus a custom blend of vitamins and minerals, and it's odor-free. Take charge of your blood sugar with New Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at VaxAssist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
All right. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins,
Hello.
and time for the 5 stories we're watching today.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, the top 5 stories. The producer price index, yikes, jumped 0.9% in July compared with the estimate for a 0.2% gain. That is not a good sign, and it was very much a shock because the consumer side of inflation was much lower than expected earlier this week. So people are panicking again. What does this mean? One thing I noticed in the numbers is that one of the main drivers of this was the cost of machinery, and I wonder if there aren't manufacturers either getting ready to ramp up operations or buying equipment ahead of time before any sort of more tariffs go into effect. And so that creates a shortage, upping the price. So I don't know if that's partially to blame. It's not a good report. There's no getting around that. So we shall see what comes out of this.
I thought of something the other day.
Yeah.
And it was when we got the inflation numbers, and it doesn't seem like we've been hurt too much at all as far as the tariffs are concerned. But if you go back to when it all started, the whole narrative was it's going to be short-term pain for long-term gain and trying to bring manufacturing back. So if the pain does happen at some point in time, it's not like I'll be shocked by it. We'll just have to see what happens.
Yeah, it sucks. I mean, it does. So,
yeah. It's not 2022 sucks.
oh, well, that's on top of sucking.
Well, no.
So let's, just in perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Number 4, we've got more documents related to the Russian collusion hoax. In 2016, Director of National Intelligence James Clapper was asked by the NSA chief to slow things down with this report about Russian interference in the election and the Trump campaign and all that, because the intelligence wasn't being backed up and they didn't have information. They said, we don't feel good about putting our names on this right now because we don't have the information. Clapper responded, quote, "We may have to compromise our normal modalities since we must do this on such a compressed schedule. This is one project that has to be a team sport."
Team sport.
Yes. All right.
The big question is, will anybody be held accountable? We'll see.
Yeah, Clapper
I
and
hope so.
Brennan maybe, but that's about it. Yeah.
Well, David's saying maybe he's a big deal.
Yeah.
Comey could be in the crosshairs, too.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Number 3, new polling shows President Trump has a net positive approval rating on handling crime in spite of hysterical Democrats and the media. Number 2, Governor Ron DeSantis of Florida has announced a new illegal immigration center, Deportation Depot. And then number 1, I think that he should have called it Go Home Depot, but I think maybe you would have run into some trademark issues there.
Yeah, probably.
Number 1, according to the Department of Homeland Security, 1.6 million illegal immigrants have left the United States population, either through deportation or voluntary self-deportation.
Well, if you're just going deportation,
Yeah.
it can't even be half of that.
Yeah.
That whole narrative of the self-deportation works if you actually throw, this is what's going to happen to you.
Yeah.
But if you go back now, it was like, here's some cash and we'll help you get there.
Right.
And people said, there's no way people are just going to up and leave. According to those numbers, that's exactly what's happened.
That is what's happened.
The experts were wrong.
Yeah. Again,
Really?
Weird.
No kidding. I don't know if you happen to see this stat. What would you guess, percentage-wise, the number of Americans who drink alcohol? I'm not talking about alcoholics here. I'm just talking about
having
drink.
even an occasional beer or whatever.
Yeah. Have you already seen this?
No.
Anybody?
No.
Okay.
I'll go 52%.
Really?
Is that high?
I'll go 48%.
It's 54%.
Oh.
That's the drink it all. Actually won something.
Yeah.
I probably won alcohol.
I remember having this conversation just a couple of years back, maybe not even that long ago. Maybe it was just a year ago. And you were guessing around 75%, Scott.
Yeah, I really lowered my expectations a little bit this time around. I went, well, wait a minute. I don't know that many people that...
Well, it used to be projection.
Well, yeah, because I was around Emerson, Lake, and Boozers. That's all they were. Yeah.
That is the lowest, as far as Gallup tracking this, since 1958. Actually, this is the all-time low. 1958 was 55%. This is a new low since they've been tracking it. Wow.
That's a new low, huh? It went from 55 to 52?
It plummeted since the pandemic. In 2022, 67%.
Whoa.
Said they at least consumed alcohol a little bit. So why do you think that is?
Well, the only stores that were open were liquor stores at that time.
Well, yes, but I mean, why do you think there's such a drop now?
I think there's a combination of factors happening. One, I do think with... I think there is more education out there about how damaging alcohol can be. That's
okay,
part
on
of
that,
it.
that is true. 53% of Americans now think even moderate drinking is bad for your health.
Yeah.
That is up from 28% just 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Because of all the studies that have come out. Yeah.
I also think people aren't going out as much as young people aren't going out and partying like they used to.
That is true, too. Yes. And I also got to believe, because weed is legalized in so many areas, that also plays into it.
Yeah.
Because just talking with my kids who, are in Gen Z and talking about habits. Just say occasional marijuana users. That's way up from where it was, say, 20 years ago. Yeah. Way ahead of your time, David.
Well,
forward thinking.
So it's like people are still getting messed up, right? It's just, the hangover list version.
Yeah, we want to escape reality. We just do it in a different way now. Yeah.
Well, now the longer-term studies coming out on weed don't paint a very nice picture either. Not like people said. This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. All right, biggest story of the day, David?
Biggest story of the day for the economy, producer price indexes. This is the cost of goods for goods that companies pay in order to make stuff that you buy. That went up by more than triple what the expectation was going to be at 0.9%. And so there's a thinking that, okay, maybe this is a sign that companies are not eating the tariffs anymore, or is there something else going on? Because there were a lot of economists who were actually on the record admitting, I am befuddled by this.
Wow. Okay, we'll get into that. Oh, we got to get to that story about Fairfax County, Virginia.
Oh, yeah.
Teen girls' abortions. Yeah, your parents don't need to know about that. Yeah. Also a report on that Koberger idiot in prison. His time's not going very well. All coming up. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. I'm Jamie Markley, the Gen Xer. David Van Camp, the Millennial, the Sexy Boomer. That's Scott Robbins. Yep. Happened to see this story yesterday. At first, I saw it lives at TikTok. Then Fox had it. Staff at Fairfax County School allegedly arranged abortions for students in 2021 using public funds. And don't need to tell your parents.
Golly.
Jeez.
I mean, I'm obviously not from a news background. I don't know if I could deliver it well like a professional. So let's go to 7 News on your side.
Are they on your side?
You better believe they are.
Unlike Channel 8.
County.
The story has been spreading like wildfire on social media. A report that says school officials at Fairfax County Centerville High School arranged and bankrolled abortions for girls back in 2021 without so much as a phone call to their parents. The report says 2 pregnant high school girls were involved, at least one of them under 18 years old. I reached out to Fairfax County Public Schools about these claims, and FCPS told me they immediately launched what they're calling a comprehensive investigation into the bombshell claims, and that they take all concerns of student well-being very seriously.
Oh, of course they do.
Yeah, that's why they were calling Biden's FBI when parents were protesting, right?
Exactly. It goes on.
I asked whether district personnel ever arranged abortions for students, and if they did so in this case. FCPS said not to their knowledge. I also asked FCPS if it's the...
Boy, that's a tell, isn't it?
Not to our knowledge.
Not to our knowledge.
Shut up.
What you're looking for there is absolutely not.
Yeah.
Well, we can't speak for everybody. So, yeah. Youngkin's like, yeah, we're investigating that.
Good.
See where that one goes.
People need to go to jail for that.
100%.
That's unacceptable.
Yes. Dude, that's the whole thing with public schools. Some can be great, some you just don't know.
Yeah.
And it seems it's story after story where you're seeing parents say, I had no idea this was going on in my district. And then fill in the blank with the story. Also happened to hear this clip from retired homicide detective Chris McDonough talking about that Brian Koberger, that whole awful case. The college students that he murdered.
Yeah.
Like, okay, what's it like for him in jail now? Different people have asked, how does he sleep at night? Apparently not well. Here is the retired detective talking about it.
The good news is the inmates apparently were waiting for him. And when he got there, they are now making his life absolutely miserable. They're utilizing the vent system. They're kicking the doors. They're taunting him. And they're basically, torturing him through, using psychology. And my goodness, he's complaining. And the guards at this point, the most they can do is write it down and or, tell him, hey, there's nothing we can do. You're not in physical harm.
Trump could set another trap. Talk about how he thinks that's fantastic. So Democrats would run out and say, but what about poor Brian Koberger?
Oh, I'll tell you. It's only because he murdered 3 white girls and a white kid as well.
Right.
That's the only reason why he's saying that. He's racist.
Yes, of course. Hilarious. I know. Listen, it's an awful story, but for a lot of people, it's like, well, good. That's exactly
I got no problem with
what that guy deserves. All right, it's that time of the show. We do it a couple of times a day. We go around the table, and it may not be the biggest story you saw, but it caught your attention. David, today, what's your story?
Well, this is sort of, how would you put it? It's next to, ancillary to, one of the biggest stories right now. President Trump has floated the idea of sending the National Guard into New York City to deal with crime there. Mm-hmm. And Governor Kathy Hochul is not a fan of that. She spoke about it yesterday.
Of course she's not a fan of it.
You're going to now militarize our streets like that? If he crosses that bright line and decides that the 32,000 dedicated members of the NYPD are not doing their jobs, if he's going to stand there and insult our law enforcement officers, I think there'll be people in outrage over that alone.
That's what you do. You use that angle. You're insulting the police.
Plus, you talk about stepping right into that golden bear trap. Last year, she deployed the National Guard to the city subway system. Remember that?
Yes.
And she went on The View and bragged about it to the cows there.
Yes, she did.
My job is to keep people safe. I have to do any way I can. I'm going to keep New Yorkers safe. And I'll tell you who does show appreciation for the people out there on the streets. I've been walking the streets. I walk into business. People are just saying, thank you for taking such strong action. I needed to do something dramatic and quickly to send a message that you will not get away with committing crimes in our subways.
Yeah, everyone thinks Kathy Hochul tough on crime.
Yes.
Yeah, quite a branding operation.
So,
dude, you know what? Every once in a while, and it's disrespectful, and I shouldn't do it anymore, is compare her to a robot.
Yeah.
Because she's so robotic in everything she does. A robot wouldn't be that much of a buffoon.
No, that's true.
To step into a trap like that.
Well, I mean, have you seen the robots coming out? They got the little one that's running around city streets wearing a cowboy hat. Have you seen that one?
I have not seen that one.
The video is actually startling. I saw one from Austin where it's this little robot wearing a cowboy hat and it's running through the streets. I think, man, back in my day of hanging out on 6th Street, if I saw that, I thought, man, I would have thought that somebody sold me some tainted stuff, okay? I mean, like, did I just see a freaking robot in a cowboy hat?
The thing about it is if you put one on the subway and all of a sudden there's this little robot with a cowboy hat on and he's shooting little lasers out of his eyes or something, you're not going to do it anymore. You're going to beat feet off that thing.
So I'm watching it right now.
It's great.
It's hilarious.
It is.
The robot runs with much more fluidity than Kathy Hochul.
Oh, for sure.
There's no doubt about it.
Well, it's younger.
Yeah. All right, Scotty, what do you got for what's your story?
Well, my story today is just kind of one of those I didn't know this happened type stories, and it involves the Masters, the great golf tournament in Augusta every year.
Oh, really?
A guy by the name of Laurie Cantor finally got into the top 50 and got a chance to go to the Masters. Now, he didn't make the cut. Second day, he was out. But he was on
What's his name?
Laurie Cantor.
Laurie Cantor.
That's the dude's name.
Not familiar.
He's 35 years old.
Okay.
And he was on a podcast called Life on Tour. And he explained the folks at Augusta National didn't exactly appreciate the car he was driving when he rolled in. He said, we had to rent a car, he said, so I got the cheapest rental car I could get because he's not making a ton of money on the tour like those other guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he gets his cheap little car, and he rolls up the drive at the Augusta, and he stopped. Hey. So he stops, and they're like, listen, we don't want your car on our property, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to give you a Mercedes for the week, okay? Take that junker elsewhere.
Nice.
Yeah, so he said, I'm driving around a Mercedes all week.
That's nice.
He also said that they got this thing, you go on the greens. He said he and his caddy do it all the time. They roll the ball and got a little machine so they can kind of tell which way it's going to break on the greens.
Like sort of like a stem meter,
yeah,
but then you're also measuring the break.
Yeah, you would know that better than me. But he said, we do it all the time. He said, we're at Augusta, we do it. We're out there. I'm out there with my caddy. He said, a guy comes screaming, hey, you can't do that. And they took it away from him.
Well, they got rules, man.
And he got it back at the end of the tournament.
Yeah.
Is that like a cheating thing or defacing the greens thing or what?
I have no idea. I've never heard that one before. If I had to guess, and again, I don't know, but if I had to guess, it's sort of like you're not going to use that for some sort of unfair
advantage.
advantage.
I agree.
that you're getting information about the greens from you either being out there or talking to players that have played it before, that sort of thing. I remember when Tiger won that first Masters.
Yeah.
And it was unreal, not just his ball striking, but his putting. He had watched all these Masters broadcasts and had the greens memorized just from watching all of the footage. That's how much time he had put into that. That was the tale anyway.
Savant.
Something, man.
Yeah, I mean, it is weird, though. The guy comes up in like a Chevelle or a Chevette or whatever, driving into Augusta, and they're like, no, turn around and go. We'll give you a car, but it's going to be a Mercedes. We can't have that crap here. Get out.
They don't quite say it that way, but that's the point.
Exactly what they mean.
Yes.
I told him, I said, you can't have this on the grounds.
Oh, yeah.
Take it away.
Yep, absolutely.
Here's the keys to a Mercedes.
For my story, Jack Brewer, former NFL player, professor. He's got the Jack Brewer Foundation. He mentors black youth.
Yeah.
They had him on Fox last night talking about the problem in D.C. And, man, he doesn't hold back. He's got strong opinions. And I'll just let it rip from there.
It's about time. It's unfortunate. The reality is these kids that are harassing the streets of Washington, D.C. are fatherless. But they're not just fatherless. They also don't have a fear of God. And you combine those two things, being fatherless and no fear of God, you have a failed city. And that is exactly what we're seeing, every day.
Well, you can't bring that up.
No. Well, he can.
Yeah, he doesn't give a flip.
Right.
He's just going to speak it.
Run programs with youthful offenders. I have over 500 men in my program that committed heinous crimes just like this, murders and rapes and carjackings before the age of 18. Many of them were 14, 15 years old. And the issue is they never had a positive male influence in their lives to give them an example. And we have to stop this. We have to realize what the root cause is. I think President Trump is making a bold statement in the city of D.C., but also when you start looking across the board, just this weekend in the city of Chicago, there were 34 people shot in 2 days.
Okay, I'll stop there for a second. If you want, I can go back to what J.B. Pritzker said a little bit earlier, because he had the big forum in Illinois, with the Democrats. And what was it he said?
I say, take a look at Illinois Democrats.
Yeah, because we're doing it the right way.
That's the dumbest thing ever to say.
Such a success story. Yeah. Anyway, Jack Brewer goes on.
And 9 of those individuals were minors themselves. And so we have a crisis, and I love the fact that President Trump is taking Washington, D.C., and he's about to show an example for the entire nation to see that he can go into these cities that have been broken for decades, go into these liberal cities and fix them. And you do that through being tough on crime, being smart on crime, but more importantly, getting the father back in the home. These parents need to be held accountable. Every single one of these kids that's out there terrorizing the streets has a parent that needs to be held accountable. Enough is enough. We got to fix the family in this nation.
Whoa. I love it when he speaks.
I do, too. I agree with him, too. I mean, you could have said that without even looking. I mean, you can say that. And this is what's going on. This broken system of home life with these kids.
I know so many people would push back, but can you imagine? All of a sudden, you got your kid out doing all this stuff, and the mom gets put in jail for a little while?
Yeah.
Oh, I know the outrage would be there. But the one thing that I honestly think would happen for a lot of these kids, when they would actually have to see their mom do their time, they may turn it around.
Sure.
Well, I'd look for No-Show Daddy, too, wherever he is.
Absolutely.
If you can find him.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Send him to Alligator Alcatraz.
There you go.
There you go. Okay, a film festival cancels an October 7th documentary. Why would they do that? David's got that story. And Nimrods of the News coming up.
Now there's a new way to take charge of your blood sugar. Introducing New Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula from the makers of the nation's best-selling garlic supplement. New Garlic helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels with clinically supported levels of garlic, plus a custom blend of vitamins and minerals. And it's odor-free. Take charge of your blood sugar with New Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
Preseason football is underway and college football is here, so don't miss any of the action this season on Prize Picks. Prize Picks is the easiest way to cash in on football. If you get your picks right, you could cash in and win up to 2,000 times your money. You just select stat projections for 2 to 6 players, pick more or less, and you're ready to go. Prize Picks also invented the flex play, which means you can still cash out if your lineup isn't perfect. You can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. Which players are going to go off? Which ones aren't going to go off? Make your picks in less than 60 seconds and turn your sports opinions into real money all season long. All withdrawals are fast, safe, secure. Prize Picks offers Venmo, Apple Pay, MasterCard, and more for quick and easy deposits into your account this football season. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code MVCR to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code MVCR and get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, run your game.
With Robinhood, not only can you trade individual stocks and ETFs, you can also seamlessly buy and sell crypto at low costs. Trade all in one place. Get started now on Robinhood. Trading crypto involves significant risk. Crypto trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Crypto LLC. Robinhood Crypto is licensed to engage in virtual currency business activity by the New York State Department of Financial Services. Crypto held through Robinhood Crypto is not FDIC insured or SIPC protected. Investing involves risk, including loss of principal. Securities trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC, a registered broker-dealer.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Yeah, it is easy to get anxiety when you're cooking for a crowd, especially if you're like me, you don't know quite what you're doing. It's that moment you're like, is the meat done? Is it to someone's specification? Well, the chicken, is it raw? Is salmonella really bad? Is it that bad for people? You don't have to worry about that anymore with Chef IQ Sense. It's the wireless cooking thermometer that turns you into a master chef.
Yeah, scrape it off and continue to eat.
There you go. It works for all types of cooking, grilling, pan-searing, roasting, everything. It's so easy. You just put the sensor into whatever it is that you're cooking, open the Chef IQ app, choose how you want it cooked, then you sit back and relax. It sends real-time updates, tells you when to flip, take it off, even if you're feeling fancy, how long to let the meat rest.
Yeah, seriously, it's like having a culinary coach right there in your pocket.
Let me out of your pocket.
No more guessing. No more lid lifting. No more dinner disasters. Chef IQ Sense is a precision cooking for everyone. Trust me on this one. You'll wonder how you ever did without it. And right now...
Why would I trust you? You're never going to cook. It's going to be your wife.
Well, she told me to say this.
Okay, that's what I figured.
And she also added this. You can get 15% off site-wide with the code MVCR or chefiq.com. That's chefiq.com, promo code MVCR.
All right. David, tell me the story here with this film festival getting canceled.
Yeah, there's a new documentary about the October 7th terrorist attack on Israel. It tells the story of a guy named Noam Tibon who saved his family during the attack. I think 60 Minutes actually did a profile on him a while back.
Okay.
And the Toronto International Film Festival was going to show it. They have backed out. They're canceling the showing, and one of the claims is that they were worried about copyright issues because the film uses footage that was taken by Hamas fighters as they live streamed themselves murdering and raping innocent people. They're worried that, like, Hamas's, Actors Guild is going to show
Copyright.
up and sue them.
Fair pay.
Yeah. It is unreal. I mean, really, we know what it is. They were worried about anti-Semitic mobs attacking the event.
Yeah. By the way, did anybody see Greta Thunberg out there leading a chant of free Palestine again?
No. Again?
Yes. Dude, it's just like one crisis to the next for her. She's been used by all these people.
Yeah.
But at some point, it doesn't matter how old you are, you're responsible for yourself.
How dare you?
Yeah, I know. All right, we got to get to Nimrods. There we go.
When the going gets tough.
Damn it, this is too hard.
The dumb get dumber.
All right, Ian.
It's Nimrods in the News on the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
I love the poorly educated.
All right. Nimrods in the News. Okay. We go to South Carolina. These two Nimrods happen to be teens, and their names and ages have not been released, but they broke into the railroad facilities there and started an engine that was connected to others and drove it around the yard.
You're kidding.
You know, they went on YouTube to learn how to start the train.
Well,
oh my God.
Oh yeah,
I've gone to YouTube for a lot of things, and it's like a trade school.
There you go. Yeah, fun. Okay. Anyway, thing is, they watched how to start it, but they probably should have watched a video on stopping it.
Oh gosh.
Because on the way back from the joyride, the track switched, and they ran into several cars on the same line, forcing one of them to derail.
Oh gosh.
And causing significant damage. They are charged with burglary, grand larceny, malicious damage, willful destruction. I'd say a public caning is in store, and that's Nimrods of the News.
Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, and Scott Robbins.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Making sense of it all.
Now I get it.
And having some fun.
Lighten up, Francis.
This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins.
Mm-hmm.
It seems that some people are figuring out we're falling into a trap here.
Yeah, it's amazing. And this has to do with the crackdown on crime in D.C. that the president is undertaking. And, yeah, this is another obvious trap. I mean, Trump, this is like a superpower for the guy. He finds common sense issues that like 80 to 90% of people agree with. Mm-hmm. And he forces, because the Democrats are so insane, he forces them to take the 20 or 10% side. It's incredible to me.
Yes.
And so a couple of liberals on MSNBC are onto this, they deciding that being pro-crime is probably bad for Democrats. This is Chris Matthews and Mika Brzezinski. They were talking about the Democrats fighting back against Trump's takeover of the D.C. Police Department.
You can't keep saying violent crime is down, but the murder rate's up. To the average person, the murder rate's about life and death. You don't brag about a rising murder rate. And the Democrats are, I agree with you, Mika, they're falling into the trap of defending what's indefensible.
It's a trap. Yes, it's a trap. I mean, if it's not a winner politically to say, oh, you're wrong, look at the data. Because, if one violent crime happens in a very heavily populated part of the city, people hear about it, and it's visceral. They don't want it. And they'll gravitate to the person who appears to be doing something about it.
Not appears, actually doing something about it.
Well, why wouldn't they gravitate towards that person? Well, yes.
Yes.
They're going to be repelled by that person trying to help them.
Yes.
I mean, God, yeah. I mean, that's just obvious.
Well,
but, I mean, for her, I mean, it's a big deal.
It's like you walk into a village where everybody's starving and you say you're going to open up a golden corral.
Yeah.
And you know what? And then suddenly, like, a bunch of people, like the elders of the village or whatever, are out there saying, well, actually, the data show you've had more calories in the last week than you've had in the last 12 months. So, see, things are good. I know you're skin and bones and you're dying, but don't believe that golden corral, man.
Yeah, we're going to tell you how you should feel, all right? Even though you're starving, we're going to tell you you're not, and you're going to believe it and like it.
We can get into this story later. It was something I saw earlier. 9 in 10 students say they lie about their views to fit in during college.
Dude, I saw this story.
Okay.
Holy cow.
So how many on the left actually like what's happening in D.C. and can't say it?
Oh,
because I think Joe Scarborough said that. Listen, here's what I have people telling me, but then they'll go out and say, oh, this is authoritarian. But, yeah, they know it's an issue.
Yeah.
But some don't get that memo. They're, like, doubling down. Do you know this? I don't know if he's a journalist, what you would call him. Aaron Parnas? And he does a podcast, The Parnas Perspective.
That sounds familiar.
He has Chuck Schumer on to talk about what's going on. I want you to listen to this, okay?
A lot of folks on the Republican side, your Republican colleagues, say that they are very scared to walk outside in D.C., that they think this is completely the right thing to do. Senator, are you scared walking around Washington, D.C. these days?
Obviously, more masculine energy from the left right there on display. Absolutely, yeah.
I walk around all the time. I wake up early in the morning sometimes and take a nice walk as the sun is rising around some of the Capitol and the other monuments and things, and I feel perfectly safe. They're full of it. Look, here's what they've done, Aaron. Plain and simple. Donald Trump wants to distract. That's his game plan. It's been his MO for his first term in the presidency and now. So he's trying to make this a distraction. What's he trying to distract from? Well, a lot of things, but above all, Epstein. We've been confronting him on Epstein very successfully, left and right, so much so that Johnson had to dismiss, had to send his house home early.
Okay, I know this is floundering. It's not going to get any better. I know both of you guys are hearing this for the first time, shaking your heads. Yeah. Yes, they're trying to go down this road.
I'm uncomfortable listening to that. I'm nervous for him.
Oh, because he's just burying himself?
Yeah, they just keep digging.
Scott, you've mentioned I don't know how many times nobody wanted to see Willie Mays floundering in the outfield.
No.
The once great Willie Mays.
Right.
Well, Chuck Schumer was never great.
Yeah.
No.
But whatever he was at the height of his powers, he's a shell of that now.
Well,
Holy
there's
cow.
several of those people there, yes.
Yes.
And they need to go away. They need to shuffle off. Guy's not doing it for money.
It gets better. There's one part that's really funny to me. Go ahead.
And we called it the Epstein recess. We have found an arcane rule that if 5 members of our Homeland Security Committee demand documents, we should get them. When I really, attacked them for sending the Deputy Attorney General, Trump's lawyer, down to interview Ghislaine, they went crazy. They're feeling it, and we're not letting go.
It's a loser.
When we come back, we are going to have many more things in terms of going after them on the Epstein files. So that's what it is. It's a distraction, plain and simple.
Have you heard, do you think that he's going to end up going to Congress? Because he can't revoke complete home rule authority for D.C. without actually going to Congress first. He can't even extend this past 30 days without going to you all first. Have you heard that that's what he plans on doing? And if he went to Congress and said, you know what, there's this crime emergency, we need the National Guard out there longer, we need to take over Washington, D.C., would you grant it?
No way. We'll fight him tooth and nail. And right now,
I'm going to start swearing.
Yes.
Everybody
that
else
will do
is.
it. I will use the F word. Yes.
You know what it is? They've
as
been
you
attacked.
said, he can only do it for 30 days, or now I guess it's 26 or 27, whatever. And he needs.
Yeah, he just flounders, dude. And he's going to do it, and he's going to get the 30 days. He's going to get it beyond that.
I
agree.
There are so many things I want to unpack here from that.
Yes.
Starting with the Epstein stuff. One, branding. We do this every single day. And I remember when Mike Johnson, Speaker of the House, suspended, or didn't suspend, just allowed everybody to go on the August recess instead of voting on the Epstein stuff. He said, we called it the Epstein recess. We do this every day. I never heard that term once.
Nope.
I mean, you talk about a branding failure.
Yep.
I was following that story closely, and I don't remember anything about we called it the Epstein recess. The other thing is, dude, they have spent so much time trying to tell anybody who was interested in the Epstein story, trying to say that anybody interested in the Epstein story was a conspiracy theorist and a right-wing lunatic. They've already conditioned their base to dismiss all of the Epstein stuff. The base does not care about Jeffrey Epstein. I know some highly motivated liberal activist types are suddenly going after it. Sure, I mean, because they're part of the machine. But whether they're paid to be so or not. But most Democrats who just vote, just regular voters, they don't care about the Epstein thing at all.
No.
They've also been branded as beta males, and they are, that they're trying so hard because they don't know how an alpha male talks. They don't know what they do. They don't know anything about it. So they think,
it's not that Parnas guy.
But they think cursing all the time gets it done. So they've gone to this as, they want to be one of the boys. They're just going to swear a little bit, But it's so fake.
Here is more masculine energy, honestly, from U.S. Attorney Jeanine Pirro, who sounds like, I'm tired of the BS. This is all it takes, is something that's authentic, because she means it when she says it. Okay?
We're also looking to lower the age of criminals. What's happening is, even if you shoot someone with a gun, you go to family court where the purpose is rehabilitation. You get to go to an ice cream social, and you get to go to yoga classes. That's nonsense.
Right.
Yeah.
We're doing away with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're going to do crimes like an adult? Go get tried like an adult. Well, but then these youth, and then they're just, it's the pipeline to prison. Whatever it is.
Too bad.
What about the law-abiding citizens? Mm-hmm. Reward them. Get these people off the street. Sorry. Someone should have taught them how to behave at some point. They didn't. Yep, life sucks. J.B. Pritzker, though, decided to go after big balls.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, yeah.
He knows nothing about that.
Well, big bowels.
Yeah, maybe.
Oops.
Here's the weird thing to me. If people are following the news, they know the guy, lovingly known as Big Balls, part of Doge, was beaten brutally, concussed, in D.C.
Mm-hmm.
But J.B. Pritzker in Illinois at the big Democratic Forum, he decides to take a shot at him.
Our federal workers don't deserve to have some 19-year-old Doge bro called Big Balls destroy their careers.
They're terrible at this.
They are.
I know. But, dude, you think regular, everyday working people now care about the federal workers that were let go? That's in the rearview mirror, dude. And for most people, a guy, a 19-year-old, calling himself Big Balls is funny. Sorry,
Yes.
I can't help funny. I just know what it is. And that's funny. He doesn't get it.
Well, he's never laughed in like the last 20 years.
Well, when he does laugh, it's smugly.
Well, it's smugly, and it's usually directed at his enemies if they've failed or something, yeah.
Yeah.
He likes that sort of thing. He's terrible. He's the worst.
Oh, yeah.
The worst.
Speaking of laughing, you know when Trump has just a little bit of laugh in his delivery? I don't know why it cracks me up every time. It just does. He did it again, talking about how he had a hand in picking who the honorees were going to be for the Kennedy Center.
Yeah.
As he was talking about it, he was asked to host, and he's going to do it. And I think he was asked if he had anything to do with who it was, because, you know, it was George Strait and Sylvester Stallone and Kiss and Gloria Gaynor, and he said...
I would say I was about 98% involved. No, they all went through me. I turned down plenty. They were too woke. I had a couple of wokesters.
Just cracks me
Some
up.
wokesters.
Wokesters.
They're a little too woke, you know. Hey,
They were too woke. I had a couple of wokesters.
can you imagine the liberal think pieces that are being written right now?
Yeah.
And he decided not to honor people because of their political views. Authoritarian regime.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, panties all in a bunch. Golly. All right, the 5 stories we're watching today, coming right up.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
I remember brushing my hair and looking down and thinking, oh my gosh, do I have any hair left? I used to look at women with thick, beautiful hair and think, why doesn't my hair look like that?
My thinning hair is making me feel so old.
If you want thick, healthy, gorgeous hair, then you need Hair Volume from New Nordic. With clinically proven ingredients like apple extract, biotin, and millet, Hair Volume nourishes your hair follicles to promote thicker, healthier-looking hair. Say goodbye to shedding thin and dull hair, and hello to thick, healthy hair with Hair Volume.
Since taking Hair Volume, the shedding has all but stopped. Now, instead of being jealous of other women's hair, I have friends who are jealous of mine.
My hairdresser couldn't believe the difference in my hair. Now she's using Hair Volume too.
Available as a tablet or delicious gummy, Hair Volume is available online at Amazon and NewNordicUSA.com, or find Hair Volume in the hair care aisle at your local CVS.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. You know what it's time for? Yeah. The 5 stories we're watching today.
Number 5. Look, the producer price index jumped 0.9% in July compared with the estimate for a 0.2% gain. That was the biggest monthly increase since June 2022. A lot of economists are saying this is head-scratching. This is actually very surprising because we got such positive numbers on inflation earlier this week on the consumer level. So nobody really knows what exactly is going on. Is this directly related to tariffs? What is happening out there? We shall wait and see. Number 4, we've got more documents related to the Russian collusion hoax. In 2016, Director of National Intelligence James Clapper was asked by the NSA to slow things down because the intelligence wasn't being backed up. Clapper responded by saying, quote, "We may have to compromise our normal modalities."
Oh, really?
Yes. This is one project that has to be a team sport, he said. Yeah.
Think about everything the country went through with that.
Yes.
Somebody's got to be held accountable.
Well, and
multiple people.
And Trump brought it up the other day. Said, this actually also hurt our relationship with Russia because you suddenly have half of the country that, absolutely. It's not that I think the Russian government is good. They're bad guys.
Yeah.
But it's like you suddenly have half the country believing that they stole an election and our president helped do it. That does not help.
Yeah, and he's actually on the side of Russia more than the United States.
Yeah. Number 3, new polling shows President Trump has a net positive approval rating on handling crime in spite of the fascist.
But I heard it on MSNBC.
Sending troops into the streets to declare war on our own people. It's just disgraceful.
Oh, my God.
Nobody's declaring war on your own people, you hack.
Yeah.
What a jackass.
Number 2, a man has been arrested for hitting a federal agent with a Subway sandwich in D.C. He was calling him a fascist and hit him with the Subway sandwich. Turns out he was a trial lawyer for the Justice Department. Yeah, and he's facing a felony, and Attorney General Pam Bondi says he's been fired. There's no suspension review process. It's you're fired.
That's the way it's got to be, right?
Get him out.
Yes.
Hey,
well,
hit
we're
him with
going to
like
do a full investigation on.
Yeah.
No, you're fired.
You're fired.
There's no investigations on video.
Yeah. You can go argue your case in a court of law. That's fine. But we saw your face, and you don't have a right to work here.
Exactly.
And number 1, according to the Department of Homeland Security, 1.6 million illegal aliens have left the United States population.
That's incredible.
That is incredible. That is the top 5 or those are the top 5 stories that we're watching today. Take the guesswork out of cooking with Chef IQ Sense. Just tell it how you like your meat cooked, and it'll let you know when it's ready. Visit chefiq.com and use promo code MVCR for 15% off.
Oh, the Democrats lost 1.6 million voters. Wow. Just like that.
I happen to see this headline. Having friends costs $250 a month.
What?
Yeah.
How so?
That's Gen Zers and millennials saying that.
No, not us boomers.
No. That's money spent on brunches, dinners, bar nights, and just general hangs.
Well, there is a tendency to celebrate everything in that world.
Really?
Oh, gosh. Pre-engagement, engagement parties, destination weddings to wherever around the country, and you got to pay to fly there.
Yeah.
Wedding showers, pre-wedding showers, post-wedding shower. It's crazy.
Do you want me to agree with you, or do you want me to push back a little bit? I can take either.
Push back all day if you want. I don't care if you want to take the role of pushing back on it, but it's true.
I'm not disagreeing with any of that. I'm just saying that usually the way it used to be, say, that we're on the 10-year anniversary this month of your heart attacks. Before that, okay, you were at the same tavern basically.
Every night. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. And a lot of times you say, well, that's where my friends are, and I like to hang with my friends.
Yeah.
Okay. So that would be considered a friend hang. Okay. I think we did this one time. It was average like $25-$30 a throw, right?
Probably.
Okay. Let's say it's, I don't know, 30. So 150, 300. That's like $600 a month.
Oh God, I wasn't spending $600 a month. I don't think, but maybe I was. Who knows?
Or if it was 25 a day, that's $125 a week.
I'm trying to think now. 48-ounce drafts, probably 3 or 4.
This is the Markley Van Camp and Robbins show.
Yeah. Listen, man.
Not to mention the smokes.
Well, that too. You had to have that. The one thing I do know after going through all that and coming back from all that is they weren't really my friends, Jamie.
Really?
I know, right?
Oh, what? No, man, I saw Rusty up at the ICU all the time when you were in the hospital.
No, they're just guys you drank with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah. Talk to anybody that quit drinking at some point in time. They're like, man, I had these friends, and I don't know what happened.
They're
That's
gone.
crazy.
I don't even have their phone numbers.
I know. It's so weird.
But I never ever did. Just meet at the same place, same time, every day.
Okay. Edo, man. I have a great piece of audio to play for you guys you haven't heard yet, and we'll do a round of What's Your Story coming up. The Markley Van Camp and Robbins Show. Thanks so much for being here. I'm Jamie Markley, the Gen Xer. David Van Camp, the Millennial, the Sexy Boomer. That's Scott Robbins. I see this headline from The Hill. D.C. residents heckle authorities at checkpoint amid ramped-up federal presence.
Mm-hmm. What?
I'm like, okay. What's this about? Group of protesters near the 14th Street Northwest corridor, where the agents established a vehicle checkpoint, shouted out or held up signs with phrases such as, "Go home, fascists," and "Get off our streets," the AP reported.
Yeah, we want them back, if you don't mind. We got some robbing to do.
The group also encouraged drivers to take other routes to avoid the officers, according to the Newswire. Okay, when I first see D.C. residents, most of the time you're talking protests, it's people coming from out of town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's paid protesters.
Usually.
Or
with signs that are pre-made.
Yes.
Yes.
Usually not organic.
Yeah.
Because when you've seen any of the people on the street interviews of people in D.C., have you seen a whole lot saying, this is like fascists? No, we don't want this. No, it's people saying, yeah, we got a crime problem. Holy cow.
Yeah, one thing I have noticed is the penmanship of the homeless who hold up signs. It's perfect.
Oh, it's very good.
It is, yeah.
I've noticed in my neck of the woods the illegal aliens who are panhandling.
Yeah.
Man, it's just perfect English and grammar.
Perfect English.
It's amazing.
And it's like block lettering, and it's really something.
You interact with them, and they can't speak English, but they can write it very well.
It's funny how there must be something they do to be taught that, though.
That is something.
I can write it, but I can't speak it. So I don't know what I'm writing, but I know it's powerful, whatever it is.
Okay, so as far as this black man who happens to be the Justice and Legal Affairs analyst on MSNBC, Anthony Coley, don't believe him when he says,
I live in Washington. This is personal for me. Many people are frustrated with crime that we see, particularly committed by juveniles in the city of Washington. People are frustrated, Willie, that when they go to CVS to buy deodorant, that they have to get it from behind locked plexiglass.
Yeah, and then those people actually went out and heckled authorities. No, they didn't.
No, they really didn't.
No. So as far as some audio I thought you would enjoy, Well, let's get some insight from the West Coast on this situation. That'd be Karen Bass.
Oh, Karen Bass going to talk about law and order.
Yes, she is, and talk about what's going on in D.C., because she can sniff this one out, okay?
He points to homelessness and he points to crime in Washington, D.C. I don't know what's going on there, but I imagine that they are not suffering in the despair that he described in his press conference.
I don't know for a fact, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you what I think. All right.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking at local media, especially in D.C., they're talking to a bunch of people who are like, yeah, something needs to change.
I know.
What's that old saying? When the bird and the book disagree, believe the bird.
Yeah. And then you have Pete Buttigieg.
Oh, no.
Pete, he can sniff this one out. He knows what's going on.
The president is doing this not in order to make the city safer. That's the job of local law enforcement. But to solve his own political problems. He needs to get his base talking and thinking about something besides his refusal to open up the Epstein files.
Golly.
Man, it doesn't stop, does it? It just doesn't stop.
They're just not good at this.
That's what it comes down to.
I mean,
they've got nothing.
Well,
I mean, that's it. And yeah, people were upset at the time when Trump's like, why is anyone talking about this? Stupid. You're like, oh, well, hold on, Trumpster. No. Your own people have been talking about this. Yeah, people were upset. We said at the time, is this going to kill his presidency? Well, no. Because I like all these other things that he's doing. And that will play out.
They're all distractions.
Okay, but as far as...
That's the job of local law enforcement.
And what did the police union say?
They said, we welcome this.
Absolutely. But boy, you're not getting that on ABC, CBS, CNN, MSNBC. You know, none of it.
Mm-mm.
They won't tell that part of the story because they're lying effing liars. That's what they are all the time.
And I've noticed the meme fairies. These people can't meme either, but is Trump's a pedophile?
Yeah.
That's the new one going around.
That's where you also say, hey, remember Ashley Biden's diary? Oh, you're a liberal, so you probably never even saw that story.
Right.
Where are they going with this pedo Trump thing? Where's this coming from?
Epstein.
Well, they think that Trump was involved, so therefore it must have been underage girls that he was involved with. Okay. But again, it's just zero evidence. Yeah, I mean, I don't.
It's actually cute to me. You know, it's kind of like when your kid is first starting to try to walk, and just sort of like gets up, wobbles for 2 steps, and then runs into a door. It's like, you know, as long as you know they're okay, you can just kind of laugh at it.
Yeah. Brandon Johnson, mayor of Chicago.
Yeah, you're next, by the way, buddy.
He knows what this is, at least in part.
He doesn't know what anything is, but okay, go ahead.
He can see where Trump's intimidated.
All right.
And you know what that's about? Roll it.
I do believe that Donald Trump is intimidated. The president has always been intimidated by the intellectual prowess of black men.
Like Brandon Johnson?
Yeah, I was just going to say, like you?
Yeah.
Huh.
Just
I'm thinking of all these different
anything.
intelligent black men that Trump's been around. Ben Carson.
He's only a brain surgeon.
Yeah, I mean, he's a brain surgeon. Okay, he doesn't have the towering intellect of the socialist Brandon Johnson.
Yes.
He didn't want him to be a part of that first administration because he was intimidated by the prowess. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a heck of a narrative there.
Did you see something that, and I forget all of the details of this, he is changing the regulations for who is eligible to serve on the Board of Aldermen in Chicago, but he's only changing it for specific, what are they called, districts or areas, to benefit the people he likes. So, like, you have to have X amount of years of government service, and in one ward it counts as like you need 5 years, and in another ward you need 2 years, and it's all designed to rig it against people he doesn't like.
I'm not surprised at all. And so this other piece of audio for you, and I'll make this my story. I'll go first. We do this a couple of times a day. look around at all these stories, and it may not be the biggest out there, but it caught your attention. So my story is part 2 from the story I had an hour ago. And that is Jack Brewer, former NFL player, professor. He has the Jack Brewer Foundation, mentoring black youth and talking about the situation in D.C. This part 2, when he was on Fox last night, to me was a tour de force. And it goes in a lot of different directions. It's about a minute and a half. Let's go on this journey together. Roll
These
it.
schools have to start back disciplining kids. They took the paddle out of the school and everything collapsed. We got to get the paddle back. Listen, corporal punishment is the only way. When you have a knucklehead kid that's willing to rob you or me at gunpoint with a car full of kids or anyone else. You see, these things don't happen in states like Florida. You know why? Because if you carjack me, I'm liable to shoot you, no matter what your age is. And that happens in red states.
Well, that got Van Camp's attention.
I mean,
all of a sudden,
does
Van
happen.
Camp's guy got his fist in the air. Yeah.
Well, you know that's a risk, and it's not that carjackings don't happen in red states or pro Second Amendment states, but that is sort of in the calculation there when they're deciding who to pick.
Yeah, that is true. He goes on.
States. But when you take the Second Amendment away from so many citizens in these liberal cities, they can't protect themselves. And so now these kids that don't have a fear of God, they're emboldened by the culture, by the music that they listen to, by the movies that they watch, by the culture that they take into their spirit, right? None of these kids go to church on Sunday morning. These kids don't have a fear of God. These kids don't think about heaven and hell. And that's the problem in our nation. We've let these liberals go so deep into removing God from schools. Now these kids don't have spirituality. We got to put the 10 Commandments back in our schools. We got to get the fear of God back into the children of America, particularly the young black boys that look just like me and my son, where 71% of these kids are born without a father in the home. Every black man in America should feel despicable about the reality that our culture right now is terrorizing the streets of America.
And that guy is a big Trump guy.
I don't know. I had no idea it was 71%.
Oh, yeah.
My gosh, man. If anything was 71% any other societal ill, there'd be an outrage about it.
Oh, you can't even bring it up.
I know you can't.
If you bring it up, that's a dog whistle.
71%. And then not admitting there's a problem?
Yeah.
I mean, gosh, dang.
Yeah. All right, David, what do you got for your story?
For my story today, I want to have a little update here on a story we just talked about a few minutes ago as well. And that is a federal employee, somebody who's an attorney with the Justice Department, who was part of a protest against federal authorities, threw a sandwich at somebody, at an officer. And the video is hilarious because he throws a Subway sandwich at the cop. It just goes everywhere, and then the cop and like 4 of his buddies just chase him down, and he's like, "What? You're not supposed to do that!" He's running away. He's got.
He thought he could get away with it.
He's got like the above-the-knee shorts on. I mean, typical liberal look that he's got, rocking right there. And again, he has been fired from the DOJ.
Good.
Yeah, while his case, it's a felony case. Ooh. All for throwing that. And so I just want to share some of the jokes that I've been seeing about this online.
Okay.
Well, one, he's still in jail because he couldn't post bail. He didn't have the dough.
Awesome.
Next, he's going to be writing for Substack.
I'm almost trying not to laugh, but that got me.
Well, and he's going to be talking about his case of assault with a deli weapon. That's my story.
Wow. I should just bow out now. How can he top something like that?
It's not about topping. It's about sharing stories, Scott.
Wow, good.
That's what the manager at Subway said.
Yeah, it was a sandwich with everything. Yes, indeed. All right. Gosh, dang it.
What do you got for your story?
I can't write comedy like that, I'll tell you that. You know how sometimes in life when you hear about a celebrity dying and you say to yourself, I thought that person died years ago.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we do this all the time, right? I mean, every year goes by. It's like, I thought that guy was already dead or whatever. AOL is going to die. And I thought it was dead a long time ago.
The dial-up service. Or not.
The dial-up service is going away. Yes. We are discontinuing the dial-up internet service component, including in certain legacy AOL Advantage, CompuServe, and Netscape Connect plans. Golly, as we innovate to meet the needs of today's digital landscape.
Did you start drinking again?
I felt like I should have, but I don't have anybody to drink with anymore, see?
You're like the sandwich thrower. I need to ask.
Right, exactly.
Do you smell
exactly.
toast?
It totally threw you off your game.
This is why I didn't want to do this, because you got to, you know, when you get blown off the stage, you don't want to follow it up, right? You just don't want to.
This is like that last Black Sabbath tour after they had to follow Van Halen.
I know. It's like, let's just quit now while we're ahead.
Yeah.
And anyway, so there will be no more AOL dial-up.
Okay,
The
got it.
sound that we all heard in our heads for years.
Yes. Waiting for it to connect.
Remember how the pictures came down to, like 1 pixel at a time?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Those were the days, my friends.
You'll be happy to know, side note, real quick, just real quick, that you made a mention of something earlier in the show that David captured on audio that we'll have for a long time, and that is...
Let me out of your pocket.
When you said, let me out of your pocket.
Well...
Oh, my gosh, is that
I got to
fantastic.
quit skipping rehearsals. I got to get here early.
That's the last thing a WNBA player hears before something falls on the court.
Oh, man. News update and Nimrods in the news straight ahead.
Let me out of your pocket.
Now there's a new way to take charge of your blood sugar. Introducing New Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula from the makers of the nation's best-selling garlic supplement. New Garlic helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels with clinically supported levels of garlic, plus a custom blend of vitamins and minerals, and it's odor-free. Take charge of your blood sugar with New Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
Summer is over, and we're going back to the daily grind. So what are you going to do with all those photos on your phone? Well, Aura frames are the perfect way to show off all the family fun. They were named the best digital photo frame by Wirecutter because there's unlimited storage for your pictures and videos, and it's easy to set up. It only takes about 2 minutes with the Aura app.
I love this thing, especially because I've got 2 little kids and family all over the place. You can invite as many people as you want to add pictures. So if you've got family on the other side of the country, they can share photos or short videos instantly, no memory card required.
You have complete control over who has access to your frame, and the Aura app lets you share photos more securely than with email. And the display screen is so good, it looks like real print. Start reliving your favorite memories by visiting auraframes.com. For a limited time, listeners can get $35 off on the best-selling Carver matte frame. That's auraframes.com. Promo code MVCR. Support the station by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins.
Oh, man, football is in the air, man. Pigskins flying everywhere. So don't miss any of the action this season on Prize Picks. Prize Picks is the easiest way to cash in on football. If you get your picks right, you could earn and win up to 2,000 times your money. How about that, huh? You just select stat projections, 2 to 6 players, pick more, pick less, you're ready to go. Prize Picks also invented something they call Flex Play, which means you can still cash out even if your lineup isn't perfect. You can double your money. Heck yeah, even if your pick doesn't hit. And it's the best way to win real money this football season. Make your picks in less than 60 seconds. Turn your sports opinions into real money. All withdrawals are fast, safe, secure. Prize Picks offers Venmo, Apple Pay, MasterCard, and more. for quick and easy deposits into your account this football season. Join millions of users. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code MVCR. You'll get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5. That's code MVCR. $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Run your game.
News update, David Van Camp.
Well, an update to something we had about an hour ago here. The Toronto International Film Festival initially had pulled a documentary on October 7th citing copyright claim issues because the film uses live-streamed footage from Hamas as they were raping and killing innocent women and children and men.
Yes.
They said, well, they may have a copyright claim. Hamas might. Hamas might. Really? Huh.
Unreal.
Yeah. They have now reversed course on that, apparently, and they say that they will be screening the film at the Toronto International Film Festival.
Good. That's actually good news.
Some people did something?
I guess so. All right, we got to get to Nimrods.
When the going gets tough,
Damn it, this is too hard.
the dumb get dumber.
All right, Ian.
It's Nimrods in the News on the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
I love the poorly educated.
All right. Nimrods in the News. Details a little sketchy. This story from Orem, Utah, but we know this. This woman got arrested after she had, well, saying one too many drinks, got angry at her phone. Now, this was a fight with a boyfriend. Don't know if it was a certain picture, it was on the phone, or whatever it was. But she took out his gun, decided, I'm going to shoot that phone is what I'm going to do.
Wow.
Well, missed the phone, but hit the neighbor's fence.
Oh, gosh.
Neighbor's like, what is going on? Yeah, cops called. She's been arrested. Phone's still okay as far as we know, and that's Nimrods in the News.
Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, and Scott Robbins.
We just become best friends. Yep.
Making sense of it all.
Now I get it.
And having some fun.
Lighten up, Francis.
This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins.
Yep.
Okay, a lot of times in the show we have planned out different things that we're going to talk about, and then, news breaks, and you just go with whatever. Just play it as it goes. I haven't heard this yet. And both of you guys, right as we're coming back on, said, I'll play it.
Well, you were quoting, so I just want to say I want to hear the real deal here.
Oh, yeah.
Trump's in the Oval taking questions, and somehow it got onto the topic of Elizabeth Warren. And I'm not sure, but I think that the Trumpster is saying she's got to take a drug test. And I don't know how he gets there, but I think we could all enjoy this adventure together. Roll it.
I should have called you almost first, but I love his questions also, always. But it's such a good question. It's so vicious what they do. Elizabeth Warren said she was an Indian. We call her Pocahontas. She's a liar. She lied her whole career. Based on the fact that she was an Indian, she was able to get into certain colleges, get certain jobs, get into certain universities to work there. She's a liar and a mean person. She's a nut job. I watched her the other night. She's all hopped up endorsing a communist in New York City. And she was all excited and jumping up and down. She's got to take a drug test. She really did. She's got to take a drug test. There's no way somebody can act that.
Oh, gosh.
Look, this is the funniest part about it to me, because what he throws this kind of stuff out there all the time. And notably, I think the first time I noticed this as a strategy, like a real strategy for him, is him talking about Michael Bloomberg, who was in the Democrat primary, and he says, now he wants a box for the debate because Bloomberg is a short guy. And
it's one of my favorites.
So whether or not that was...
now he wants a box for the debates.
And then that made a lot of news, and so then Bloomberg responds, media picks it up, without evidence says that Michael Bloomberg wants a box. What he actually did was set another trap, and it got people to notice, because they're going to say, okay, Trump says a lot of crazy stuff, right? He'll just throw things out there,
Yes,
and it's funny and whatever. Now he wants a box for the debate. But what a lot of people learned is that he's a tiny, tiny man.
which
yeah.
actually kind of hurts his image. It may not be fair, but that's kind of how people operate sometimes. And so with this, when he says, I think she needs a drug test. So if this winds up making the news cycle, Elizabeth Warren is, oh my gosh, he says that she may be hopped up on drugs. There's two things people are going to learn about Elizabeth Warren if they're not familiar with the life and times of Elizabeth Warren. She lied about being Native American. I guess three things, actually. She lied about being a Native American. She comes across as unhinged. Yeah. And then number three, wait, she's campaigning for a communist?
Yes.
So he says this stuff to generate the outrage just because what people wind up learning about the people he targets winds up being effective. Especially because now most people are just sort of immune to the shock factor of Donald Trump in politics because he speaks like a politician we've never heard before.
Yes. I think he goes more in depth, too. We'll follow this. Different clip, but here.
Vicious what they do. Elizabeth Warren said she was an Indian.
Yeah, he goes through that whole part. Get back.
Weston, banks that loan to farmers. And
go
others,
back
and
just
they
a little
went
bit.
Institutions. He destroys people. Do you know that you had a lot of great banks in the Midwest and banks that loaned to farmers and others, and they went out of business. She put them out of business. Stone cold mean. Banks that were open 150 years, family banks that supplied the farmers and manufacturers and others, and she put them out of business. She's a mean, horrible human being. Bernie Sanders is Bernie Sanders. I don't mind him so much. He's just a liberal guy, very liberal guy. He's a wacky guy. He's still sharp. I got to tell you, he's 86 or 87 or something. He's still sharp. You compare that to Joe Biden, it's, sort of what happened. So I don't mind.
Okay, there you go.
You got to keep kicking buttons, too.
Well, of course you do. Well, actually, he's
84.
He's going to turn 84 in September.
Yeah.
So
I just knew that from the Dan and Bash.
Yeah, but also again, highlight that he's an old man.
Yes. Yeah, wacky. Is that what he said? Wacky,
yeah,
crazy,
he's wacky
something?
Guy.
Wacky.
He's wacky.
Yes. I don't mind him. It's hilarious. Just absolutely kills me, man.
And Elizabeth Warren, her way she overacts all the time, too.
Oh,
yeah.
Zoran. Oh, you. It's embarrassing,
It's
dude.
just always that really bad dinner theater stuff she does, too.
Oh, yeah.
You're fantastic.
Yes, just what we need.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Okay. As far as D.C., again, this has been just a fun story, not because of the crime. It's awful what's happened there. It's the way the left is reacting to Trump trying to clean up the city and fight crime.
Yeah.
And it's strange because you do have a lot of people on the left defending it. Well, it's not that bad. It's just because it's black and brown people.
Yeah.
And it's racist. But you got a lot of Democrats saying, okay, hold on.
Yeah.
No, there's a serious problem here. We live here. Joe Scarborough, for crying out loud.
Yeah, right.
Actually said,
Washington Post took a poll at late April, early May. 91% of Washington residents say crime is a problem. 91%. 51%, it is an extremely serious problem, with black residents and lower income residents significantly more worried about crime than white residents and those with higher incomes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that
we've said before, go talk to those people who are mostly affected by crime. Talk to them. Ask them what they think.
And I think that's the play from guys like Joe Scarborough and his jagged wife, Mika. It's not so much that they want to speak truth to power. Lord knows they love to lie to their audience. Best Biden ever. Right?
Of course. Yep.
So it's not that. It's more that they recognize that the Democrat Party has been, and because of stuff like that, like this, will continue to lose working class voters. Because they are so freaking out of touch with all of this that even their most reliable voters in D.C. are going, what are you talking about? Crime is down 30%. Up yours.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't affect you.
Every time David says jagged wife, I think tainted love. Oh, jagged Y. I don't know why that happens. It just does. Yeah.
The Joe Rhythmics, yes.
Right.
That's so funny.
Jagged Y.
Well, and another just funny Trump line about all of that was when he said,
They've got the yips. You know, in golf, they say the yips. The Democrats are afraid to do anything because they don't want to be criticized. But
yeah, they're like,
yeah,
don't want to do anything about crime.
You know,
it's the strangest thing.
The one thing that I really think, and I'll give credit to probably the first person I heard say it this way, and that would be the old Raging Cajun. It would be James Carville, Scott's old boy.
Yeah, my buddy.
Who said a few months ago, and he hasn't stuck to his own advice, but he says Democrats should play possum. Basically just lay low and let the chips fall where they may. Don't go crazy. They can't do it because they are crazy. That's the problem. I mean,
well, it'd be different if this was effective. It would be different if what they were doing was effective, but it's not, and it hasn't been.
No, it
wasn't during the first term. It hasn't been during the second term. It doesn't. People are unaffected by it because you're on the wrong side of every issue.
Of course.
Damn, I mean, you can't just keep running up those hills. But I hope you do.
I'm sure they will. I'm gonna wait on this story. It's about this DC stuff, but there's other stuff going on out there. Real quick, like health news. This will, grab your attention. Hand soaps, antiseptics recalled over bacteria that could cause life-threatening sepsis.
Oh God.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Voluntarily recalled over bacteria. Oh, gosh. Dermarite Industries is recalling DermaClean antiseptic lotion with vitamin E in the 1,800 milliliter sizes. Clean Foam, foam soap, that's in the 1,000 milliliter sizes. Dermacera external, what is it? Some sort of lotion at 7.5 ounce sizes. And Perigene antiseptic cleanser in 7.5 ounce sizes. Expiration dates ranging from July 2025 to February 2027. Distributed in the United States and Puerto Rico. Oh, boy. Contaminated products may be used by individuals in healthy individuals' minor skin lesions to use the product will more likely result in local infections. Some individuals, the infection is more likely to spread into bloodstream, leading to life-threatening sepsis. You're like, oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have any of that stuff, but if you
That's
do.
great. Well, it's a lesion, but it's a small one.
Yes. Not huge, Scott.
Hey, no, it's just...
It's not the tentacles like what's growing out of those bunnies' heads.
Yeah, right.
Boy, that story. Did you ever look up those bunnies?
Oh, yeah. I
to
did.
see the picture of them?
Yes.
Oh, it's terrifying.
That's demon spawn from hell.
Oh, gosh. Today is also National Tattoo Removal Day. Because people have had some regrets.
Yeah.
And, it's like a relationship you thought was going to go the distance, and it doesn't. And then you either got to make it into something else, or some people want it removed. But there was another story. It's kind of wild. Woman in West Virginia, this has made some news there, after preserving her husband's Steelers tattoo after he died.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she had the mortician cut it off him so she could frame it and hang it on her wall.
Oh, my gosh. Well, it's a one-of-a-kind souvenir. You don't get those everywhere.
I was waiting for someone with some sort of you can't take it with you joke. I'm glad you refrained. That's something, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Golly, that's kind of... Okay, we'll get to that news update and the 5 stories we're watching today coming up.
Pure opportunity. It's what Michigan is all about. The opportunity to do more. The opportunity to connect with the best talent. The opportunity for people of all backgrounds to grow and expand their business. The opportunity to live and work in a state where paychecks go further. The opportunity is now, and it's right here in Michigan. Visit MichiganBusiness.org to discover all the ways the Michigan Economic Development Corporation can help your business thrive.
Now there's a new way to take charge of your blood sugar. Introducing New Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula from the makers of the nation's best-selling garlic supplement. New Garlic helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels with clinically supported levels of garlic, plus a custom blend of vitamins and minerals, and it's odor-free. Take charge of your blood sugar with New Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
Summer is over, and we're going back to the daily grind. So what are you going to do with all those photos on your phone? Well, Aura frames are the perfect way to show off all the family fun. They were named the best digital photo frame by Wirecutter because there's unlimited storage for your pictures and videos, and it's easy to set up. It only takes about 2 minutes with the Aura app.
I love this thing, especially because I got 2 little kids and family all over the place. You can invite as many people as you want to add pictures. So if you've got family on the other side of the country, they can share photos or short videos instantly, no memory card required.
You have complete control over who has access to your frame, and the Aura app lets you share photos more securely than with email. And the display screen is so good, it looks like real print. Start reliving your favorite memories by visiting auraframes.com. For a limited time, listeners can get $35 off on the best-selling Carver matte frame. That's auraframes.com. Promo code MVCR. Support the station by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. And now, the 5 stories we're watching today.
All right, number 5. Yikes. The producer price index jumped 0.9% in July compared with the estimate for a 0.2% gain. This was the biggest monthly increase since June 2022. Number 4, we've got more documents about the Russian collusion hoax being dropped by the National Security, or I'm sorry, the Defense Intelligence, whatever. DIA, there you go. I just totally Bidened on what that stands for. Director of National Intelligence, the DNI, Tulsi Gabbard. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be a winner,
That's
not
forgivable.
Really. Yes.
That's forgivable.
You know
you
the
can't
thing.
you can't compare yourself to Biden on that one. You're not
One
seeing
nation,
dead people,
under God,
okay?
for real.
Jackie, are you here? Where's Jackie? I didn't think she was going to be here.
Oh, she left the earth.
Director of National Intelligence George H.W. Bush put out this. Anyway, you know the thing.
Yeah.
Anyway,
be precise,
in 2016,
would you?
Maybe precise.
In 2016, the then Director of National Intelligence, James Clapper, was asked by the NSA to slow things down because the intelligence wasn't being backed up. And Clapper said, hey, we may have to compromise our normal modalities. Since we must do this on such a compressed schedule, this is one project that has to be a team sport. Number 3.
Kawawa.
New polling shows that President Kawawa has a net positive approval rating on handling crime in spite of hysterical Democrats and media. Number 2, meanwhile, a guy has been arrested for hitting a federal agent with a Subway sandwich in D.C., calling him a fascist. Turns out he was a trial lawyer for the Justice Department. He's facing a felony and has been fired. The video is great. He throws his foot long at the cop and then realizes, shouldn't have done that, and then he tries to run away.
It's all because these people think they can get away with it.
It's crazy, man. Well, yeah.
I would love a new law if you yell in one of these guys' faces, they get 5 minutes alone with you.
Yeah.
I would love that. It would stop tonight.
Well,
Bring little mobile rooms on trailers that come behind them, and then you just grab them.
Yeah.
You got Chris Hansen over there. Take a seat.
Right. Set a timer on it and go.
To catch a twig boy. That's what they'll call it. And number 1, according to the Department of Homeland Security, 1.6 million illegal immigrants have left the United States population. That's a staggering number, considering that the number of deportations have not gotten that high. But this is just people leaving, basically. And those are the top 5 stories that we are following today. Start reliving your favorite memories by visiting auraframes.com for a limited time. Get $35 off their Carver matte frame. That's AURA, auraframes.com. Promo code MVCR. Terms and conditions apply.
All right. Study out. It found that living, quote, the simple life makes people happier.
Mm-hmm.
You believe that?
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
People who keep it simple, this is what it says, don't overwork. It's not that they don't work. You work.
Yeah.
You don't overdo. You don't become a workaholic.
Right.
And you don't buy too much junk you don't need.
Right.
Those people tend to live happier lives. And they think part of it is because it strengthens social bonds. Okay. As far as simple life, they break that into 5 different categories. So if you're doing all these things, you're living the simple life. Okay?
Okay.
Material simplicity. You just don't buy a lot of stuff you don't need. Second, self-sufficiency. Includes like cooking most of your meals and maybe growing food in a garden, but not going out all the time.
Yeah.
Also, basically, you stay local. You buy local, not someone that buys everything on Amazon. There's also resource conservation. You don't waste food, and you repair things instead of replacing it. And also just sharing skills, resources, helping build your community, being around people.
Sharing your skills?
Yes. So, like, if you're good at a couple of things, you would be known within your community as, hey, this guy's really good at this, and he helps out.
Boy.
What?
I got nothing for you there.
Well, that's just part of the study. I don't think you have to do all of them, but, you know, the more that you keep things simple, I think is...
I think simple is good. I like simple. I grew up very simply.
I did too.
Yeah.
So. Yes. This is the Markley, Van Camp, Robin show. So you just wanted to be simple, man, like Skinnerd.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Don't forget, son, there is someone up above.
You ever heard the isolated vocal on that?
No, that's a new one for me.
It's pretty good. Well, Ronnie Van Zant back in the day.
And be a simple kind of man.
So if anyone says, dude, that guy couldn't really sing.
Well, he
could sing, man.
Yeah. I've always found the simple life ain't so simple.
Oh. You're channeling someone else there.
Yes.
Why, who is that?
Mr. David Lee Roth.
That's right.
Simple life.
I can't sing. I'm not even going to try. It's a good idea. The Robin's Trifecta, straight ahead. Markley, Van Camp, and Robin Show. I'm Jamie Markley, the Gen Xer. David Van Camp, the Millennial. The Sexy Boomer, that's Scott Robbins. Okay, have you noticed all of the news around D.C. that the left is talking about statehood for D.C.? You heard this at all?
No.
The left wants that bad because...
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
That would give them, like, almost a guaranteed control of the Senate every cycle.
Yeah, on that topic, Muriel Bowser, mayor of D.C.
Access to our democracy is tenuous. We are American citizens.
Stop already.
Our families go to war. We pay taxes and we uphold the responsibilities of citizenship.
Do you? Okay. Doesn't mean it's going to happen.
No,
yeah,
it really
Trump was asked about it, and in his comical way, at least to me, it's like, please, no, that is absolutely not going to happen.
Statehood is ridiculous. We want to straighten the place out. Statehood's ridiculous. It's unacceptable. It's the Democrats want it because the Democrats have, about 95% in this little area. Even I didn't get it very much. They want that. They want to pick up 2 senators, and it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And that's the least of the reasons why, by the way, but that's one of the reasons why. What we want to do is make Washington, D.C., the greatest, most beautiful, safest capital anywhere in the world, and that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't fight it. Join in.
Yeah.
Celebrate it.
And if you want representation in Congress, move 2 miles.
Yeah, that's all you got to do.
Go to Virginia.
Yeah. I'm just so tired of sky is falling nonsense, the fragility of our Constitution.
Well, it is, Scott. I mean, what Trump is doing right now, you just can't see it. You're blinded by the orange man. You don't know what's really going on because he's declared war on his own people. You know that. You heard it on MSNBC.
He's sending troops into the streets to declare war on our own people. It's just disgraceful.
Yes.
You're an idiot.
Very
How
much
is
so.
he declaring war on his own people? How is that happening?
I thought this was interesting because a lot of talk about teen crime.
Yes. Well,
Not just teen crime, but teens that die in D.C.
Yes.
And Janine Pirro, U.S. attorney now, brought out some stats.
As you can see, in 2024, we have 29 individuals who were shot and killed in the district, some as young as 3 years of age. There is a whole community that is suffering because of the violent crime in this district. And anyone who wants to tell me the crime is down and that we don't need an emergency focus on crimes of violence, all they need to do is take a look at this and talk to the loved ones and the family members of these individuals, all shot and killed long before their time.
Yeah. Notice that left media, which is basically synchronized media, legacy media, call it whatever you want, they're not talking to individuals. They're not talking to, well, like they would, Maryland man, if they want to build a narrative, oh, these poor people are getting deported.
Right.
Sent to these awful places.
Yep.
No, they're not talking about the people in the neighborhoods. Of course not.
No.
Doesn't fit the narrative.
That's what's so frustrating about it. Or they're talking to Congress critters, or they're talking to, you know, again, these are not normal people, not living normal lives, okay?
Agree.
Chuck Schumer feels safe walking around, so he's got bodyguards with him. He's got people around him, Secret Service.
Well, he was talking about going out in the morning when the sun comes up.
Secret Service is with him.
That's not when a lot of the crime's happening.
Well, no. Walk around at night.
Exactly.
Hero.
It used to be when you were doing outreach in bad neighborhoods, we wouldn't go out, you know, at certain times. You didn't want to go past noon. But any time, like sun up to about noon, you were safe.
Right.
Because people weren't getting up.
No.
It's part of it. I saw this. 9 in 10 students say they lie about their views to fit in during college.
I can absolutely see this is true. Yes.
Yeah. This was a piece in The Hill. Forrest Rahm and Kevin Waldman did this study. And it found, again, just to stay in professors or in their peers' good graces, they would fake more progressive views. And it didn't stop at the classroom. Even close friends and romantic partners are kept in the dark.
Well, yeah. Because a lot of the females on campus that you might want to date if you're a guy are lefties, and they won't date a Trumper.
So are you saying, Scott, that if in that situation you might fib a little bit to...
Yeah, that and I love you.
That's awful.
I know it sounds awful.
Did you do that?
No,
Did you ever do that? Did you tell someone
never,
you loved them
never,
just to get it? Did you?
Never.
You don't do that.
I didn't. I was looking for humor here, okay?
Okay.
And obviously I didn't
Because some
find
guys
any.
did that. Dude, that's
I've offended
horrendous.
the two guys I work with. Holy cow.
You didn't offend me. I thought that was funny.
Okay, thank you, Mark Lee.
Because you totally have done it.
Have you done it?
I've not done it.
Okay.
No.
Just asking.
Never had to.
Oh.
Rico. Suave.
I do believe that. Trust me, I believe him 100%.
Yes.
Goes on to say, what was it? We got to get to your trifecta here. We don't have to go deep into this story. It is just sort of sad that situation because of the pressure. And I think it was David Strom from Hot Air was saying, you know, I'm going to get too over the top, but this is comparable to the Chinese Cultural Revolution. Dissent is harshly punished through public shaming, poor grades, and even physical intimidation.
Yeah.
And that is true.
Yeah, it is.
My gosh, it just sucks. All right. You're all ready for your big
Yeah,
three?
let's go.
I think Casey's ready. Let's go.
Are you ready?
1, 2, buckle my shoe on.
It's the three most important news stories of the day.
I hit the trifecta.
Well, at least according to Scott Robbins. It's the trifecta on the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
Every day about this time, Scott Robbins' top three stories, helped by his hero.
I'm Casey Kasem.
Okay.
Whatever.
There you go. Okay.
I'm ready.
Got a cockfighting story here for you. I know you like it.
Yes. 3.
He's drug me to all kinds of cockfights over time, huh?
So on that note, yes, number 3, 3,500 cocks were seized.
Yes, 3,500 cockfighting birds were removed and recovered from the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department during a 6-week-long summer investigation called Operation Crowing Rooster. Yes.
Are you serious?
I am serious. 56 people, including one minor, were arrested on suspicion of felony and misdemeanor offenses, including animal cruelty, when investigations served 26 different search warrants through the San Bernardino County between June 14th and August 1st. According to the news release, all the birds, by the way, were handed over to the animal shelter. That's good. Investigators, while they were there, also seized more than $250,000 in cash, 12 firearms, including 3 ghost guns, 12 ounces of cocaine, 11.5 ounces of methamphetamine, and 6 grams of fentanyl worth around $11,000. That's right. Operation Crowing Rooster was a rousing success, and the roosters are much happier these days as well.
All right, got to ask, anyone ever been to one of these?
Yep.
Where at?
It was in the Dallas-Fort Worth area when I was in college. I didn't even know that's what we were going to.
That's what they all say, David.
Somebody just said, yeah, we're going to go to this party. And I was like, okay, cool. This party. Watch it. Those guys, you know what? I'm not sitting here saying I'm David Van Camp and I'm pro cockfighting. No, but but it's a weird experience.
I bet. Did you lay down cash?
No, I didn't lay down cash.
You're just watching for fun.
Just watched.
Do they have vendors?
Well, yeah.
I mean, you get like hot dogs and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And beer, and yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy.
Wow. They came to snuff the rooster. Oh, yeah.
Now, on with
Have
the
you been to a
countdown.
cockfight, Jamie? You asked that question like you had a story.
No, not at all.
I'm surprised, actually.
What are you talking about?
I'm surprised because
there was no cockfighting where I grew up.
Yeah, there was some happenings around where I grew up.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not that I knew of.
Yeah.
No. No, I was just curious.
I misunderstood what they were doing, so I wouldn't go.
What do you mean?
I had no idea what it was. I didn't have any idea what it was.
Well, I'm guessing
they
if
had
you would have
actual
heard
roosters that are have blades on their feet,
little talons
carving each other up. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's not my idea. of
You guys
fun.
love their roosters, though, actually. I mean, they like kissing them before putting them in the ring.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
weird.
Well, they wash them down and
Yeah.
everything else. Like they're real prize fighters.
They make sure they don't have any foreign substances on them, too. So.
Right.
He knows the rules. No, chances are, I mean, growing up, someone's like, you want to go to the cockfight? No, I'm good. I'm fine.
2.
Yes, thank you, Casey.
No.
Scott Robbins, trifecta up to number
2.
Yes.
I would have bet on Little David, though, but that was the name of one of the
Little
roosters.
David. Well, in that crowd, it would have been Paquito David. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, number 2. A woman hands out whistles for the homeless.
That's so crazy. Donald Trump, of course, is on a mission to clean up Washington, D.C. Over the weekend, there was a group and he's also been urging the homeless to get out, find a place, got to get them off the streets. And Governor Gavin Newsom provide, I know.
Oh, boy.
I had a gasm there. To clear the homeless off the street just in time for Chi coming to town.
Yes.
Of course, because as Trump's doing, the left is now fully dedicated to helping the unhoused in D.C. by letting them stay in their encampments rather than handing out meals. Lefties are now handing out toy whistles for the homeless to blow and call for help when they're being kidnapped by the feds.
Kidnapped?
Kidnapped by the feds.
That's what they call it.
So Democrats, Washington, D.C. are now handing out whistles to the criminals and homeless people so they can call for help when they're being arrested by police. Now, in order for this to work, someone has to arrive after you blow the whistle.
Yeah.
Who's doing that?
It's a great question.
They didn't think that through all the way, I don't think.
Probably not.
And the countdown continues.
Scott Robbins, trifecta, top 3 of the day.
And finally, one.
Number 1 is Columbus coming back or not?
Columbus of all cities, by the way, fretting over what to do with the statue of Christopher Columbus. What are we going to do? The president's order to the Smithsonian and other museums to highlight American exceptionalism for the country's 250th birthday inspired Governor Tampon Tim claim the president's trying to erase history, because that's what Tim Walz does, people like him. So now they put an exploratory committee together in Columbus to what do they call it? What's the word they always go? Reimagine a new statue for Christopher Columbus. Then they've spent $2 million to figure this one out, by the way.
Dude, any town, I shouldn't say that. A whole lot of towns across the United States, when they get some committee together to start talking about some sort of statue, so often it goes so wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this one will, too. You know, the thing is, it's a divergent, or points of view. It's people from all communities on this committee.
So it's going to be Columbus the oppressor?
So, who knows?
So what are you going to do?
It's just going to be a gigantic bucket of blood.
When they went to right, when they went to reimagine anything, I know it's a bad idea. Yeah. I already automatically say, well, that's a bad idea. But $2 million to figure this out, please.
And there you have it.
Yes, Scott Robbins trifecta, top 3 of the day.
He's a murderous scumbag. We all know that.
Yes, of course. Okay, one more news update to get to, and Nimrods in the news. You don't want to miss it. Straight ahead.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
With Robinhood, not only can you trade individual stocks and ETFs, you can also seamlessly buy and sell crypto at low costs. Trade all in one place. Get started now on Robinhood. Trading crypto involves significant risk. Crypto trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Crypto LLC. Robinhood Crypto is licensed to engage in virtual currency business activity by the New York State Department of Financial Services. Crypto held through Robinhood Crypto is not FDIC insured or SIPC protected. Investing involves risk, including loss of principal. Securities trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC, a registered broker-dealer.
What are you doing every day to support your liver? If you enjoy sweets, fast food, alcohol, or take any medications, that's a vital question to ask. Hi, I'm Sherry Torkas, pharmacist and health author. For over 30 years, I've helped people make informed decisions about their health, especially concerning prevention and long-term wellness. Supporting your liver isn't just a wellness trend, it's a daily essential. That's why I recommend Active Liver by New Nordic. It's made with plant-based ingredients like milk thistle, turmeric, and globe artichoke, herbs clinically studied for their protective and restorative effects on the liver. Active Liver blends traditional herbal wisdom with modern scientific research. Not all supplements are created equal. I trust Active Liver because it's backed by science, meets strict quality standards, and delivers true daily liver support.
Protect your liver and give it the support that it deserves by making Active Liver from New Nordic part of your daily wellness routine. Find Active Liver in stores at your local CVS, Meijer Grocery, or online at Amazon or newnordicusa.com.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins.
Football is here. Don't miss any of the action this season on Prize Picks. Prize Picks is the easiest way to cash in on football, too. If you get your picks right, you could cash in and win up to 2,000 times your money. You just select stat projections, 2 to 6 players, pick more or less, you're ready to go. Prize Picks also invented the flex play, which means you can still cash out even if your lineup isn't perfect. You can double your money even if one of your players doesn't hit. Prize Picks, the best way to win real money this football season. Takes you about 60 seconds to turn your sports opinions into real money. All withdrawals, fast, safe, secure. Prize Picks, by the way, offers Venmo, Apple Pay, MasterCard, and more for quick and easy deposits into your account this football season. Join millions of users. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code MBCR. You'll get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. That's code MBCR. $50 instantly in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, run your game.
News update, David Van Camp.
California Democrats are announcing now, this hour, you could say, that they are going to be launching an effort to override a quote-unquote independent map in California, and they're going to gerrymander the hell out of California. That's what they're going to try to do. Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, also has talked a lot about this. He wants to do it to combat Texas's redistricting. He also has a podcast. He had failed Democrat politician Beto O'Rourke on his podcast, talk about how great it is to be a mediocre man who married rich. Redistricting also came up, and he says, we're going to fight fire with fire. A lot of people in California said, how about you focus on fighting actual fire? That's that seems to be a bigger priority, actually. And by the way, a new poll shows 61% of Democrats in California are against this. They want to keep the so-called independent commission together. They want to go forward with that plan.
Wow. I just think, what does Beto O'Rourke think when he's talking with Gavin Newsom? Like, you're another empty suit. How did you get so much further than me?
Yeah.
It's a good question.
Can we start calling him Beta O'Rourke?
Sure.
Or Beta O'Rourke?
There you go.
Yeah.
I like that. All right, we got to get to them.
When the going gets tough,
Damn it, this is too hard.
the dumb get dumber.
All right, Ian.
It's Nimrods in the News on the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
I love the poorly educated.
All right. Nimrods in the News. This ever happened before? Dropping your car off somewhere. Oh, gosh, I forgot my phone in the car.
No.
That's no good. That happened to this dude. He left his car at the mechanic. This is in Redmond, just outside of Seattle. It's like, well, I'm going back there. It's 1:30. I don't know if the guys at the shop are on a lunch break. It was closed for the time being. He threw a rock in the front door. Boom! Goes it. Well, they called the cops. You're arrested. You can't do that.
No.
And that's Nimrods in the News.